Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mamie, and today I come to you with some positive and motivation words of yes, you can budget. Yes, you can budget. Just want to give you some tips on how to succeed and how you can meet some of those goals or have some of the things that you want to do, go some of the places you want to go, drive what you want to drive, just some different ways of meeting some goals and having a budget. But having a budget will open up a lot of roads to success for you. So I wanted to talk to you about that today and give you some kind of ideas of how you can do it, how I do it, how I did do it to get a financial relief. I'm not so stressed out, not so check to check, but by doing some of these key things that I'm getting ready to share with you, it can relieve stress and it can help you to get in a better position to purchase your home. If that's something, one of your goals on your list, you may want to do these things that I'm going to give you. So it's okay if you get a pencil and paper and try to jot some things down. That helps me by jotting some things down because I don't always remember everything. So I'll try to jot some things down so it can help me. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about whew, getting a financial release, budgeting, budgeting. There's no um, secret to getting what you want or buying your home. It's plain old budgeting. I'm going to suggest that you get a planner or a notebook and write down in that notebook. First, I would probably do things that I want to accomplish, things that I want to do. You can do that. You can do the long run, could say 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, 6 months. I think it's good to do all of the above, but shorter goals, um, you can reach your goals if you just write them down and then you start working on them. Put a plan in place. And the plan would be first to write down what you want to achieve. And then you want to look at your budget. You want to write down all your income that's coming in. You want to write it down. You know you get paid $3,000 a month or whatever it is. You want to write that down. And then you want to write down your budget. If you know you got a car payment, paying $500 a month for a car payment, you paying, I just say $500. I'm just going to give some flat numbers. And you got $500 for your rent. So you know you got $1,000 coming off right off the bat. And then, out of 100, maybe you need paying insurance for 100 or your cell phone for another 100. Start writing it down, listing on one side what's coming in and on this other side what's going out. And if you find that what's going out is more than what's coming in, you got some changes to make. If you know you're trying to maybe take a trip or you want to buy a car or buy a house, then it's time to make some changes if the budget doesn't fit. Look at what's all going out. Is it all necessity or is it a lot of wants? I want you to write down as well. If you know you're going out to eat 5 times a week, that needs to be down as money going out. That's on that side is going out. If you're going out to eat once a week or whatever it is, or you smoke cigarettes and you know you're spending that $10 a day for a pack of cigarettes, it's over there on the going out. Write it all down. You need to look at it. You need to see it. And when you look at it and see it, not just do it. Just look at it and see what you're doing. It will help you to want to adjust, to want to see what you're doing. Because everything going out and you got more going out than coming in, yeah, it's time for some changes. If you are living above your means, that's what you call it. If you're doing that, you got more going out than coming in, you're living above your means. You need to make some changes. You need to get that pen and paper and find out what you need to cut out. If you know, if you getting your hair done, I'm just going to put that because you know us ladies, we all about the hair. And you getting your hair done twice, just say twice a month, every 2 weeks. With that, and you spending, and I'm even going to lowball it, $75. That's $150. But you want to own your home. Do it once a month. Cut back. You let the beautician wash your hair. Do you let your beautician do your hair for that one time, for that $75? And keep that other $75. Put that in a savings account or put it aside for your whatever it is that you want to do. Whether it's travel, whether it's buying a car, a home, whatever it is. Put that $75 aside. Write it down so you can see it. If you know your money is tight, do not go and spend all that money on extra activities. Don't do that. Don't go to, let me say it like this. I'll just say Red Lobster. Don't go to Red Lobster and spend that $150 for you and your whoever to go eat. And you know you can't afford it. Don't go out there buying shoes and purses costing you hundreds of dollars and you can't afford it. And when I say by you can't afford it, that means that column over there going out is more than that column coming in. Or it's even equaling out. You're not going to get ahead that way. You must, if you want to succeed and have things and get things, you must bring in more than going out. Evening up ain't going to do it. So I'm going to suggest that you write it down, make a budget, and figure out what's necessity and what's not. Another hint I like to tell you about, I believe in rewarding yourself. I don't think you need to always be tight, but you do need to be, tight sometimes with your budget. And I believe sometimes you need to treat yourself. Don't get to treating yourself too much all the time and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. A reward is a reward. You don't get a reward is something that you get sometimes, not all the time. So when doing this, I'm going to suggest to you, like I said, if you get the opportunity and you get some extra money, let me just talk to some of these people that's getting income tax now. When you're getting income tax, that extra money in the year, I'm going to tell you what I did. How about that? I'll just tell you what I did. When I was raising my children, I would take some of the income money and I would put it aside for vacation, for family time. Another thing I would do, sometimes if I needed, say for instance, I need to buy me a refrigerator. That's when I did that. Big purchases. I wanted to see where my money was going. I would buy things that I normally could not afford. And that would help because sometimes we go and get that rent something or put it on payment plans and stuff like that. That just take out of your budget when you get ready, when your monthly budget. I can't stand all that. I'd rather pay it off so I can have more money in my monthly budget out of what's coming out monthly. So if I could pay it off, then when I got my income tax, that's what I did. If you get a financial blessing, however that financial blessing may be, and you can get out of a car payment, get out of it. You paying a whole lot of interest for them car payments. I would suggest drive something used. Save your money until you get there. It's a suggestion. Buy a used vehicle. Don't go out there running and giving them car people, them car companies, all your money. Because if you do, I mean, sometimes we got to do what we got to do. Don't get me wrong. I understand it. I've had car payments in the past. And I understand you got to do what you got to do. But then when I started making budgets and started planning better, I've had a car payment in a lot of years now. Because you can put money away, and then you get something you want. You can choose it, and you don't have that $500 or now $500. That's a low car payment now. They're paying big money. They're paying big money on these car payments. So if you don't have to, don't do it. If you can budget your money and in some kind of way come up and pay that car off in full to alleviate you having that budget that's unbalanced, try that. That's another option to do because it's going to free up some of your money, your monthly money. That's or going and getting furniture, and then you taking the loans out and making payments on that. Again, I understand sometimes we have to. But learn when you have to and when you don't. If you can make it without doing it, don't do it. I'm telling you, this is going to work for you. You're going to begin to you won't have that stress and all that worryation that you're doing about budgeting or making ends meet. It will get better. It will get better because you're planning and you're setting forth a ground that you need to keep, that you can keep, and it is going to make it easier. It's going to make it so much easier. I'm going to suggest making that plan and just revisiting it. And I know I talked about, maybe the hair, for an example, or smoking. Now, I know I may not understand. You guys may not like me for telling it. I don't smoke, never have been a smoker, so I guess I don't really know how that is. But I have had habits or had things that I had to curb or not do in order to save. I've had to get there by budgeting. And that's just some of the ways I've done. I've planned and, put things away, put things back, trying to make, and that's what I do now. I don't go out to eat a lot. I mean, we go because, you need to go sometime. But I try to take my lunch for work. I'd rather eat my own cooking than out, fast food and all of that anyway. So, but that helps. I mean, the cost of food now, when you go out to eat, you're at least paying $10 for a lunch. At least. So by me making a sandwich or making my salads and carrying my own food, it does help. A few dollars here and a few dollars there will help. It helps. Just looking down at what I wrote down here as to different ways to budget. If you want to build your credit, building up your credit is not as hard as one may think, but it also comes into that planning as well. Paying off your bills. Paying off your bills. If you can lump some bills and you're able to have a little extra, you're able, say for instance, what I would do if I had, say I have $400 in bills. We're just gonna say 400. Maybe I might take, and I have 4 bills. I'm just gonna make it even. I may take and put 300 on that one to pay that one bill off. I want to pay that one bill off with that $300 and take those other 3 bills with that $100 off that I got and maybe break that up and with the balance. I split that up just to get one out the way. I may do that each month. And then next thing you know, I ain't got but 3. And I do it again the next month. Next thing you know, I got 2. Do the same thing till I got 1. That balance then went down. Now I don't have all those bills at me and I can build my credit. That's how you build your credit. You get things paid off like that. By doing that, it will get you in a better position. You're going to feel better. You're going to, you get opportunity, better credit scores for if you're trying to purchase a house, that you're going to get your credit up and things are going to get better. Your score is going to go up. You'll get a lower interest rate when you do purchase your home. If you can purchase your home, go on and do that. I ain't there yet. I ain't purchased my home. I mean, I didn't got there. I didn't bought and sold and built homes. I've done those things, but this is how I did it. By planning, by making a budget and keeping to it and seeing it through. By getting a bill, by making a plan on that bill, set it up. I always, when I get bills or payments, or if I need to do something, want to purchase something, like I recently wanted to get new carpet. So what I did was I got an interest-free, they gave me an interest-free loan. Well, I didn't really need the loan because what I did is it was interest-free, so I didn't pay no interest on it. So what I did, it took and made a plan out to pay it in 3 installments. So I just broke it up. Everything I do, that's how I do. I'll make a plan. If I'm taking a vacation, if I'm traveling, if I'm buying something for my home, if I can't pay it off in full and pull it all off at once in full, I will break it up. I'll say, okay, well, maybe I'm going to do 2 payments. Maybe I'm going to do 3 payments. Whatever I need to do to make it easier. And then I hold to that plan. Hold to the plan. And even if you fall off and you can't do it one month, pick it back up and do it the next month. But don't you let that payment go and not put nothing on it, though. Always put something. Do your best not to pay interest on your money. Be careful out here, because remember, just like you trying to get ahead, so is every one of them companies. Every one of them companies is trying to build their business and make money off of you. Don't you be a fool and let them give them all your money and then you still struggling. Make a plan. Make a budget. See it through. Step by step, you'll get there, but you got to put the work in. You will get at a financial relief, less stress. You're able to now, when you work on that and accomplish that, you're able to buy what you want to buy. You know, you're able to go where you want to go, drive what you want to drive. I believe I got to a point in my life that I felt like I didn't want to accept what somebody wanted to give me. And that helped me to make up my mind in budgeting and doing what I needed to do. So I went for, and I just began to plan. And by planning and budgeting, I'm able to now Like I said, I have my own, I have my house built. I go where I want. I travel. Um, I don't have a car payment. I'm blessed. And please, no, this ain't no bragging. This is trying to help you get to where you may want to be. I want to share with you what I did because it worked for me, and I want you to get where you need to be as well if you're trying to get there. Now, if you ain't trying to get there or you already there, that's awesome too. Hey, great. Share it. Help somebody else. And that's what I'm trying to do today is help you. Try to help you get there if that's what you're seeking to do. If you want to be more financial secure, not that I'm all that, but all secure, but I am better off than I was. I'm much better off now than what I was before. And that was because I budget. I budget. So I hope you've liked what I said. And with that being said, I'm going to ask you to hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Put a thumb up for me. And hit the like button. Share. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I thank you for taking the time and listening to me. And I hope that you have an awesome evening. We'll see you in the next video.